is expected to get between 225 to 265 seats, polls say below the 316 needed for an absolute majority. Exit polls put the anti-establishment five-star movement in second place. It has made significant gains and could emerge as the largest single party with about 30% of votes and 195 to 235 seats. The country's ruling centre-left Democratic Party stands in third place with a projected 115 to 155 seats. Is a prospect battered by public anger over unemployment and immigration. Early exit polls have sometimes proved misleading in previous Italian elections. Final results are not expected for several hours.
It has been a very long day here in Italy. The polls were open for 16 hours. In the end, around 74% of voters cast their ballots. The polls closed just over an hour ago. And we've been watching the Italian broadcasters releasing their exit polls as the voting has now ended. And I can tell you it is pretty much what the polls were predicting. Firstly, let's just say that these exit polls must be taken with a pinch of salt. They are only predictions. They're not final results. We won't have those until tomorrow. I think there's a graphic we can show you now, and you can see that the five-star populist party was the single party to get the most amount of votes, but they are well short of the 40% needed to form a government. That's 40% of votes needed. That's the majority. That's the magic number. And as you can see there, five-star falling well short of that. The right-wing coalition led by Silvio Berlusconi certainly much closer to that 40% magic number, but according to the exit polls, still shy of reaching that majority. And so it does look at this stage, and we are very early into the vote counting, mind you, but it does appear at this stage that Italy is heading towards a hung parliament and political gridlock. Well, obviously the vote counting will go on throughout the night now, and we will have results by tomorrow. But if it is as it appears to be heading, and there is no single party or coalition group that reaches that 40%, then we're going to see days, if not weeks, of negotiations to try and form a working coalition. And if that doesn't happen, well, we might be back to square one and have to have fresh elections here in Italy.